Hello guys, it's Unders, and today we're going to have a look at using action strings from native instruments and how we can use it in other genres apart from sort of cinematic and film music. In this example, I've used it in a hip hop track, and I've used it as a real driving force behind the track. And I want to show you how you can use one rhythm section, switch to another, and even double them up for a real epic atmosphere. So let's get into that. Hello guys, it's Unders here for warriorsound.co.uk, and today I'm just going to show you how we can use action strings, in this case using it in a hip hop track. If you want to hear the full beat, it's available on warriorsoundbeats.com as Settle the Score. And I'm just going to show you how we use action strings to keep it moving and how some of the articulations work, so we can change the tempo and feel into different sections. So in this beat, it comes in on the 8th bar just here. And in the second verse, we have a switch up on what happens with the strings, and it moves to have a double layer on it. So just listen to the little breakdown here, and when the strings come back in, it comes in with a much more epic verse than the first one. And that's been achieved with action strings and using two different versions of it and using its key switches as well. So we're just going to loop over a small section of the track here. And we're just going to have a look at the main interface on action strings here. So when you open it, you'll be greeted with this section here. And this gives you 5 different options for articulations and different rhythms. So if we were to open up the instrument here, we've actually got no articulations and switches. Everything occurs on this C sharp one, but if we wanted to switch the rhythm, we could. So we could use a key trigger in the bottom here to have it go from one rhythm into another, into the C sharp one. So here we'd go from C to C sharp, and we'd have to re-trigger the strings here. So now when we play it back, it would switch. So that's one way we can change up and have extra rhythms and changes. Another thing I've done here is use quick short staccato notes by having them with high velocity and just short intervals. They just add to the rhythm that already exists and accentuate on 2nd, 3rd and 4th bars, or the start of each as it goes. And when we stick to the C sharp rhythm that we had originally, another thing we can do is change the playback speed, so we can have it in half time. This affects our samples though, but it depends on your BPM, or we can double time it. For hip hop tempos, it works really well one-on-one. Now what I've done is combine that with a second instance of action strings. And this time they do have key switches in, but also they're playing an octave above the other. So when this key switch occurs, that's what causes that sudden build-up and change in the overall feel of the strings, plus that it's doubled up in the octave. So we now have this. So when we bring it all together with the breakdown into this section, that's just a really simple way you can use action strings to build up epic hip hop and underground beats. Hope the video was helpful for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.